Then came June 23rd, 2022. It was late afternoon, around 5:30 p.m. My wife and I had just finished at the gym and were headed home. As our taxi pulled up to our 5-bedroom penthouse, I felt an eerie stillness settle over me, and then chaos. Before I could even step out of the car, I found myself staring down the barrel of a gun. A man on a motorcycle had blocked my door, trapping me inside. His eyes burned with desperation as he pointed the weapon directly at my face. "Give me everything you have or I'll shoot," he barked in Spanish. I had seconds to react. My heart pounded in my chest. But instead of fear, something else took over. I met his gaze, and in that split second I saw something unexpected. His own fear. His hands trembled, his breath was uneven. He was just as terrified as I was. The only difference was that his fear was manifesting in violence. And then, without thinking, the words escaped my lips. "Shoot me, motherfucker, kill me, because I'm not giving you anything." The moment the words left my mouth was the moment I realized I fucked up. A deafening bang shattered the air. Instinct took over. I ducked down in the cramped taxi, my large frame barely fitting in the tiny back seat. Glass exploded around me as more shots rang out. My ears were ringing, my mind was racing. The taxi driver sat, frozen in fear, his hands raised in surrender, his lips moving in the silent prayer. Then I saw it. To my wife's passenger door window, the gunman had shifted his aim, but not at me, at my wife. Without hesitation, I threw my entire body over hers, bracing myself for the impact of the bullet that was meant for me. But the shot never came. Instead, I heard a metallic click. Either he was out of bullets or his gun had jammed. Time slowed as I watched him slam the butt of his gun against the window in frustration before turning and fading out of sight. We had only seconds to act. I grabbed my wife's hand and we bolted from the taxi toward the entrance of our building. As we ran, more gunshots echoed in the distance, but something was different. These shots were louder, sharper. They weren't aimed at us. We churned back just in time to see the gunman collapse onto the pavement across the street. His body hit the ground with a sickening thud. I was still alive. My wife was still alive. But now the man who had just tried to kill me was lying 30 feet away, withering in pain. Something inside me snapped, fueled by adrenaline, fury, and a primal instinct for revenge. I ran toward him. I unleashed a barrage of kicks, each one heavier than the last, driven by the rage of a man who had just faced death and survived. This man had tried to take me away from my son. He had intended to end my life, and in that moment, I wanted him to feel the weight of his own mortality. It wasn't until my wife, my rock, my salvation, struck him over the head with her gym bottle that I snapped out of my bloodlust. She pulled me away, wrapping her arms around me. I held her tightly, whispering apologies, because in that instant, I realized I had not only put my life at risk, but I had put hers in danger as well. A crowd had gathered, neighbors whispered among themselves. Some patted me on the back as if I were a hero, but I felt no pride, only shame. I had reacted recklessly, without thought, without regard for what could have happened. Then, the real question hit me. Who shot the gunman? The trajectory of bullets, the speed at which it all happened. Someone had been there waiting with the precision and timing of a guardian angel. As the police arrived, I found myself standing in the wreckage of what could have been my last day on earth, replaying the scene over and over in my mind. The mystery of my survival lingered in the air, unanswered. Hearing how fortunate I was to still be alive and witnessing everyone's reaction to the full story of what had happened made me realize that I had purpose on this earth. My once clouded mind needed clarity, and I knew I had to make serious changes to uncover my true mission in life. One undeniable truth that became clear: sobriety was the first step toward discovering who I truly was and understanding why I was here.